Hey everyone, I wanted to come on real quick and just share what the Lord was talking to me about this morning. He was talking about Pentecost, and for those who are, celebrating it or acknowledging it, Sunday, tomorrow, 50 days after Easter resurrection time. But the Lord was saying, the Lord said, tomorrow Pentecost is not a day of observance, a day to just watch, but is a call to action and engagement. And then he began to tell me about holidays that are observed and that are on the calendar for school: Memorial Day, Martin Luther King Day, President's Day. When we hear about those days coming up, we get excited because it's a day of rest, day of vacation. Schools are closed, banks are closed, other places are closed, and they're days of leisure. We take them on as days to be relaxed, do leisurely things. Some people vacation on those times, but the Lord said, not so for this day of Pentecost. In the book of Acts, it talks about where the disciples, they were in the upper room and they were in one place on one accord. And it wasn't just Peter in the upper room praying, or whoever the other disciple. It wasn't just the worship leaders up there worshiping in the upper room. It wasn't just the pastor giving the word, but they were all together, one purpose, coming together in unity in the spirit, waiting together, praying together. And that's what the Lord wants to do on tomorrow. He said he wants there to be a shift in the body where we no longer come to the church house and watch leadership, the pastor, the worshipers lead us in, and we not be engaged as saints on the pews or on the chairs. Every time we come into the house of the Lord, he said, no longer will you sit and be comfortable, but it's time to arise and to pray and to engage. It's time to go to work. Another thing the Lord he reminded me a couple of weeks ago, he shared with me, he asked me a question. He said, what do you think about church without chairs? And I said, oh, I would like that. That would be pretty cool. And then he began to show me. It was an open floor in the church there were some chairs on the outer area, the perimeters of the church. And as everybody come in, everybody was engaged. They could lay out if they chose to lay out. They could worship with the flags. They could blow the shofar. They could cry out. Everyone was engaged. It wasn't just the leader up there praying. It wasn't just the worship leader leading, drawing people and pulling them to come and working hard for us to come in. Everyone who entered the sanctuary was called to come in and do whatever the Lord commanded for them to do on that service. It was really awesome when I saw it. And the chairs there was for some to get on their knees and to bend over and pray. But today the Lord was telling me that there was chairs there for the older saints, the elders, the mothers there, the ones who have already been putting the plow to the field. They could sit in the service. But I know some of them, they're still out there working and stuff. So I know that I could see them being engaged as well. But I just wanted to come on and encourage you, for those who are observing or celebrating the day of Pentecost, acknowledging it. Don't just come in and sit. No longer sit, but come in and engage. And another thing, on that day of Pentecost, those who were praying up in the other room, they received the Holy Spirit, but all the people who were outside were affected by what was going on in the house. So I want to remind you that what goes on in the house is going to affect those who are outside. They're going to be drawn. We're praying the Holy Spirit fall on them as well, whatever they're needing. So thank you. Bye.